let's talk about Miss Dawn Richard. So yesterday we talked a bit about Q from Day 26, appeared on the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach podcast, where he came out and said that, well, he didn't really say if he was abused or not, but said that he was drugged. That Dawn Richard, apparently, who was dating him at the time, gave him like some blue pills, said it was ecstasy. And then he woke up and there was cameras in the room and he was in the twins' bedroom. And, oh, I'm going to love you. Like, it was that whole moment. It was feeling something out of Carrie where all the body, you see all the little faces moving around and everybody's laughing at him and he's losing his stuff and he's about to just go off and shut all the doors and set everything on fire and kill everybody at the prom. That's literally like what he was talking about was going on in the situation. Now, Dawn Richard had decided to jump on a line after she heard all these accusations and pretty much said that Q is a damn lie. And she said she ain't never done no type of slipping nobody no Mickey and ain't, give nobody no drugs that or send them on this psychological spiral that basically left him traumatized. So now former Danny Kaye member Dawn Richard was accused, as I said, by Q, I didn't know his last name was Mosley, of drugging him during a visit to Diddy's Hampton estate. She insists that the allegations made against her ex-boyfriend Q are categorically false. If she said, quote, if such a belief was genuine, it would be inconsistent with the actions that followed, like inviting me to your home, introducing me to your family, and continuing a relationship. This is what Dawn Richard and Q Mosley, well, I should say that they dated from 2007 to 2012. Damn, that was a long time. So yeah, 5 years. Now, Making the Band 4 on VH1 highlighted their relationship. She said, my intention was always to move forward with integrity, and I pray that others can do the same. That's what she concluded. So the allegations levied against Dawn paint a very chilling picture of abuse facilitated by Diddy and those around him. Dawn and Q were in a long-term relationship. If Q's accusations are true, it shows that no one was safe, not even loved ones. So, excuse me. So I'm feeling in this situation, I don't know if we'll ever know the true tea behind this whole situation. But one of the things we do know is that she testified against him last week. She has an ongoing lawsuit of her own against him. She says that, the allegations that she has against the diddler is SA, depriving her of food and otherwise inhumane conditions while she was under the Bad Boys umbrella. And this was during like her doing stuff with him and the whole Diddy Dirty Money brand. So it'll be interesting to see how this all mounts in the future, because Diddy has all these lawsuits and stuff coming up against him. Let me see if because we can go over to Baller Alert. This is where they had the whole story. So yeah. So now this is what he said in the post. I don't know how recent. Well, actually, it's like a day ago. So they said Q of day 26 says this: I take full accountability for what I allowed into my life because in the end, I had a choice. But let me be candid. I genuinely believe I was taking something I tried before. It wasn't ecstasy. It turned out to be a horse tranquilizer. That's why I said, first of all, I have taken ecstasy back in the day in the 2000s when it was hot and popping. And ecstasy has never made me hallucinate. So I don't know what the hell you took. But he said he took a horse tranquilizer. Now, horse tranquilizer, isn't that Special K? Which I don't know how that works because I've never taken it. I have friends who have, so I don't even know how I don't know if it comes in pill form. I don't know if you shoot it up your ass. Like, I don't know how do you even ingest or inject? Yeah, how do you devour it? How do you put it in your body? Does it come in a cream and a lotion? Okay, so now he said, it turned out to be a horse tranquilizer given to me by my ex-girlfriend who claimed it was from her boss to give me. Roughly 20 minutes after swallowing that red pill, my body heated up and I collapsed into unconsciousness. I remember being on the upper level of the mansion near the pool and then nothing. I later woke up in a room downstairs, lying in a bed with no memory of how I got there. I emerged from a deep paralyzing sleep, screaming and sobbing, my body in shock, my mind spinning in confusion. The horror of realizing I've been drugged with something far more potent than I was led to believe shattered me. There was 2 red pills. She never took hers. That part always haunted me. It felt less like a shared experience and more like an experiment, like I was a lab mouse in some twisted trial to see how fast I'd collapse. And none of it was funny. It was terrifying. My trust had been manipulated and my vulnerability exploited. After I came to, I began experiencing disturbing psychological symptoms, auditory hallucinations, racing thoughts, intense paranoia, and crushing anxiety. My thoughts weren't clear. My memory started slipping. It felt like my mind had regressed. I was forced to learn basic things with the support of doctors and loved ones. The pills had broken me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Whatever ritual, spell, or manipulation that pill carried, it hijacked my autonomy. I began isolating myself. Sleep became my only escape from the pressure in my skull. I truly believe it was orchestrated by her boss, a display of power meant to destabilize a weak mind and instill fear. To anyone quick to judge or dismiss my trauma, please remember you weren't there. Mental health is a silent war, one I've fought in the shadows for too long. When you love someone, you're willing to go to unimaginable lengths for them. Trust becomes your compass. This journey I'm on is about reclaiming my power, choosing my truth, and healing out loud. Hashtag um M unit, mouse unit. I don't know what the hell that means, but okay. And then Dawn went and posted this. Because I don't think did I read the whole thing? She said, I want to be unequivocally clear. I've never drugged anyone, nor have I ever given anyone pills to take. The suggestion that I did so is categorically false. If such a belief were genuine, it would be inconsistent with the actions that follow, such as inviting me into your home, introducing me to your younger sisters and family, and continuing a relationship with me. It would also be inconsistent with choosing to attend social events without me, engaging with individuals I had previously expressed concerns about, and continuing to live with or provide favors to those same individuals. Many of these actions occurred while I was not present or even in contact with you. Throughout our time together and even after our separation, I made a conscious decision not to share or disclose private matters or the circumstances surrounding the end of our relationship to protect you and put you in caps. I did this out of respect for you and your family. At this moment, I believe it is essential to recognize that many people are dealing with pain and hardship. This situation is not about one person. It reflects broader harm that has affected many. I sincerely hope that healing and wholeness are possible for all involved. My intention is and always has been to move forward with compassion and integrity, and I pray that others can do the same. So that was her overall assessment because I was like, I read there was like a cliff notes, but it didn't give like the full thing, and I wanted to make sure that people understood what she said. And then look, some people in the comments, didn't she work with Diddy again after his alleged abuse? So everybody keeps so that, oh, he's abused her. Why don't y'all just leave? Why don't y'all just walk away? It's just funny how people who've never been in these situations don't understand like how abuse works. Haven't I even said on this time many a times, it takes a whopping 7 times if you can make it through them 7, because some people don't make it. As in, they end up unalive at the hands of their abuser. It takes a person a whopping 7 times before they can leave their abusive relationship. And one person said, if nothing else, both statements were very well written. Okay. And then said, if y'all believe Cassie, y'all need to believe Q, period. Well, I don't think you can sit and equate Cassie and Q's situations as the same. All abusive situations are not the same. We should all take abusive allegations on a case by case situation and not lump everybody under the same type of umbrella. I mean, I believe Q to an extent, but I think that maybe also with the hallucinogens and stuff, maybe he got his situations confused. So now it's like it's his side, it's Dawn's side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. And I feel like at this point, we'll never really know what the truth is because only these two know what truly happened. They said unequivocally clear and categorically false, told me everything I needed to know. Dawn lying, unnecessary words, and no clear direct. Q, I never gave you anything. Liars always create distance with words and distractions instead of being concise and direct. They really don't want to lie, so they cower behind fancy words and deflective questioning. Or maybe just some people are intellectually smart and aren't using simple words like icon and amazing, because some people, y'all drag that word into the damn ground. Amazing. So some people are just genuinely intellectually smart and use big words. How about that? So that's all that I have to say on that. So I do wonder, because like I said, It's his side, it's her side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. And I don't know if we'll ever get to the bottom of the whole situation, because regardless of if Q lying or if Q's telling the truth and all these other things, we will never know what it is until we cross that bridge. So I definitely want to hear from y'all. So whatever your thoughts are on this story, let me know in the comments down below.